tell you right now. You will have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
So, did you pick your Warframe,
Who?
Woody?
Huh. Ooh, hold up. Before we start, let me check something. Ooh. Do I have it? Hi. No, I don't. Son of a bitch. That's a waste. Alright, whatever. Strength, duration, efficiency. Okay. Just like as a baby. No, status. Yes. Impact, puncture, slash is not one. You know, toxin, electricity, stuff like that. I'll tell you right now, because he finished his stream, so I'm gonna exit. I'll show you, or I'll explain to you the elements in a moment.
I'm still streaming. I'm just streaming on different platforms. YouTube.
That's depressing. Anyway, alright, so the elements that you can get are not puncture, I apologize. You have impact, heat, cold, electricity, toxin, magnetic, and radiation. Puncture, slash, and corrosive and blast damage are the only 4 that are not on the list. And each element has
to enemy operations is
what,
here.
6?
Find them and capture them.
6.
You'd think they'd clone something
7.
a little less.
No,
ugly?
6. 7, 4. 3, 4, 6.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Okay, yeah. So between 4 and 7 warframes on them.
Before they escape.
So you don't have to have one specific warframe to do an element, but there are a set, a set amount of warframes in each element to choose from.
Track them down quickly.
Also, what are we doing? Oh, I thought you had started Hydron. Okay.
Mission complete. The captain.
Now you see it flickered, start killing really fast. On the way to the extraction.
Once the light flickers, you start killing a bunch of shit, and then if it's accepted, you have as you kill things, you should get a mission interference type thing where like you'll see a Kuva bodyguard or whatever say something on the side. It'll say like subject found or some shit, and then once you see that, that means that the larvaling is in the mission. And when you see the red icon, you go, you kill it, but do not press square on it until you look above its head and see what weapon. Right now we are in an open lobby, which means since there's a 4th guy here, that 4th guy has the chance of killing the larva and not you. The way it works is that the person that kills it is the one that has the chance to pick him up. So if you ever decide you're going to go ahead and start one of these on your own, so that you can work towards your own new weapon or something, do it solo, or with friends, so that you can all designate who's getting what. You can pick it up if he decides he doesn't want it, but it's not recommended unless you're okay with it being random, because if he kills it, you're not going to know what it is if he decides he doesn't want it and doesn't tell you. You feel me? The person that kills it is the one that sees what weapon is available and gets first chance to pick it up. After, I think, like 10 or 15 seconds or something, you can then pick it up, I think, unless they've changed it. But you will not be able to see what weapon it is unless you specifically took care of the problem. And since it's not happening right now, that means we're either not killing shit fast enough, or this is just one of those missions where it doesn't spawn. Which is unlikely, but it does happen. Alright, it didn't happen here. So we'll try it again. But since I know what this is, you know, set it as a private, you know, private lobby. Don't say ow. You know, you keep saying ow, but you know what I'm talking about. It does not hurt. I'm always hungry, you kidding? But it's too early to eat dinner. It's too early to eat dinner. It's too early to eat dinner. No, it's not. Is it really? Ain't that some shit? Still too early to eat dinner. No, I'm kidding. If you want to make something with the rice and beans, go for it. If there's no leftovers, I'll be cooking them all. It's my turn. Anyway. Is there any way you can kick this guy from the party? I don't know if you can. Or from the squad, sorry. Okay. What did you just say? Squall. Alright. Okay, he left. So if you want to set it, we can do this now.
We'll go to Saturn, right? Just...
Yeah, set it to friends only.
I already did.
Alright, look at you ahead of the game. Alright. Alright, Woody, when this thing appears, you're gonna be the one to kill it. You, like, we're not gonna touch it. But once you kill it, you know, tell us what it is, and if you don't know if you want it, then I'll let you know what I've heard about it, if I've heard about it.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations
We are on
is here.
Cassini,
Find them and capture them.
The Grenier used to be
Yeah.
brothers, but now all they do is make
Just want to double
war.
check. That kid yesterday had me so
You
salty.
found a target.
We explained how much
Capture
of this
them
shit to him,
quickly
and then he
before they
ran in
escape.
and just fucking picked the weapon up. I was mad as hell. You want mustard? Why didn't you buy it? I told you plenty of times that we should buy it.
The capture target has vital information that we want
What?
to extract. We need our subject
cream?
brought back alive. Excellent
Oh,
work.
mushrooms.
We'll
What happened to the
interrogate
mushrooms we had?
you back at base. Your part is done here,
Oh,
Hanno.
weird. Killing spree. What happened to the potatoes we bought? We did have them at one point. I think they got moldy or something.
There he is.
Clone rot has come too far. Send word.
Go kill
When was
him,
the last
Woody.
time we bought tomatoes?
Woody, go
I
kill
mean,
him.
Potatoes. That ain't right. Go get him. Go get him, Morty. Alright, you got him. Wait, did you pick him up? Alright.
You are surrounded by Grenier Marines.
No, no, get out of here. Alright, leave. Don't press square on them. I promise you they are trash. I have them. They are horrible. I mean, you might be able to do something with them.
No.
No. Once you pick one up, you have to stick with it until you kill that lich.
Yeah.
It could be a guessing game, and if you have requiems,
You have to build that in order to get another one. Yeah.
You don't have to build it. You have to kill the lich. If you pick it up, and you like right now, you know how to pick it up, like how to pick up what you want. No, no. Even after you collect one specific weapon, like you have the chance at getting that one again, which is why you're supposed to look at them, so then you can decide for yourself instead of going in, killing it, pressing square, and then getting stuck with it, thinking that's how it is. But since you know how to decide which one you want now, it would be absolutely pointless to be stuck with hours of farming and grinding just so that you can unlock something stupid. You don't have to actually get the weapon. You do have to kill the lich or convert it. Once you defeat it, you get a choice to vanquish it or convert it. If you convert it, it can become a team member, sort of. Where like sometimes it'll spawn in and help, but it's rare. And if you vanquish it, you get the weapon. I would not recommend your first weapon being a shitty one because, you know, then you would have wasted all the time learning how to do it on something stupid. And it's an actual effort, like especially with the relics and shit and getting the actual requiems, which I'll explain later. But it's a bitch. Man, if you were watching Alter's stream yesterday, you would have literally been in here with us already, and you would have learned all this shit yesterday. We literally did this for like 5 hours. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I told you I'll be streaming for real, Woody.
No,
that's
that's because
we
it still says Smite. You gotta actually check out to see what he's playing because, like today it said Smite, but it was, you know, he just forgot to change the caption. Yeah, he's on the GT. I know what you mean. Fair enough.
Okay, so we're going back in now. Y'all ready? Matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm ready. Just start it.
I'm about to change.
And that kid yesterday was annoying as shit. Honestly, he's just lucky you were streaming because I was gonna say some not nice things. The whole time the kid's asking for help, and then every time you try to help him, he's like, I know. And it's like, yo, clearly you don't. What the fuck? Have to help your bum ass.
I've been thinking, Operator. I thought.
No, he said it's
We have soy sauce. We just don't have much. And that shit burns easy as fuck.
Hey, why
I don't
you
know
just
how those
holding
people do that shit. They're in there, like, you see them cooking it, it bubbles up, it tastes amazing.
Well, could you
blah, blah,
hand me
blah.
a honey
And when I
bun?
do it, it just burns a pot.
Fatty bun.
Okay.
I had it on high enough to cook the chicken. No, you cook the chicken, and then when the chicken's done cooking, you're supposed to pour the soy sauce on top and in the pan, and it bubbles up in the pan and thickens it. See, I didn't know that. It doesn't say that in any of the videos I watched. That's why my soy sauce for my teriyaki chicken kept tasting kind of weird.
What?
Well, it tasted amazing, but it was coming out. And sauces? Oh.
You ain't gonna smoke it?
Huh?
What did you do with it? What you scared, man?
The last time I told you, I felt like the arteries in my neck closing. Like I felt I was literally dying.
Okay. Good. Y'all need to stop moving. Now you may go.
We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly. Complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
You want me to go start dinner though?
Change of plans. Ignore your original objective. Leave nothing alive.
You want me to go start dinner?
No.
Huh?
Yeah, too bad. Just asked you for a honey bun. I don't think we...
If you're hungry, I can make you real food though. You want to eat a honey bun?
Brandon, you know damn well if she's sick that you should be making the food.
No, she is the only one that makes food.
Well, you don't know how to cook?
Yeah, certain things. But then
Hey,
they
listen,
don't.
man, mac and cheese, never underestimate it.
But no,
It's
no,
tough,
no.
isn't it?
But our children don't like to eat certain stuff.
Babe, every time since I've been sick, everything I've made they've eaten. They haven't complained. So I told them, I don't feel good. I'm making this. You're lucky I'm making this. So eat it or go hungry. That's it.
Yeah, my grandparents, my family used to do the same thing. Especially my grandmother. She used to be like, "This is what we're cooking. If you don't like it, starve." No, I know that, but you know, when it was me, when
my
it was
grandma was
corny,
the
Michaela,
same
that's how it
way.
was. When it was
She said,
corny,
if you don't like it, starve.
I know Sam does the same shit.
Hell yeah.
That's why she thinks she's a vegetarian. There's gonna be a day where she's gonna slip up. She's gonna eat some meat, and she's gonna be like, "I'm never going back."
He said, that's why his girlfriend thinks she's a vegetarian.
No, I know.
Vegetarian?
I know what you're talking about, because the rest of us, we have to eat
Until
what's
that
on the
one
plate,
day
and
where
then
she
the
slips
youngest
up and
always
she eats
gets
that piece of
whatever
meat,
they
and
want.
then she's gonna be like, I'm never going back.
Yeah, which makes no sense. And Tony and Grandma used to tell us all the time, and Michelle too. But
Does she
of
eat
course, when she
fish?
had her daughter, no, my aunt doesn't. But when she had her daughter, it was like, oh, well, she doesn't eat this, so I'm gonna go get her this or that, and it's like, well, if you're gonna go get that for her, why is food being cooked? Just go get it for everybody. That's how you start favoritism. If you decide, well, somebody doesn't eat it, well then, either all or nothing. Don't fuck that shit up. Also, did one of them spawn for us or no? What's going on here?
These boys are too damn weird. That's what. Cause I am
I hated that shit. If the lights didn't flicker, then it doesn't. It's too late now. Woody, who are you running in here with? Who's your character? Who's it? Excalibur? What is Excalibur even fall under in this list?
What is it?
Excalibur falls under electricity. Okay. So whatever Koopa weapon you get is gonna have electric automatically offer it, like in its in the weapon. That would make it fire. What was that, Jenna? Do you really? We were supposed to have pancakes. Well, when you figure out the recipe, you should probably give it to me so that one of us can actually make breakfast. I'm not going into the book. What do I look like? A reader? What the fuck? Clearly I didn't make it past page 16 of that other fucking book I was trying to get through. What makes you think I care enough about cooking to be reading all that shit? I got a cookbook from Goodwill? Get the fuck out of here. I don't remember getting a cookbook. Oh, word, I do remember. That was funny, actually. She was like, who's the cook? You learning to cook? Yeah, sort of.
The problem is we don't have all the stuff for most stuff because
You already looked through it?
Orders has been counting stars.
even in
All
basic
accounted for.
recipes because we don't have meat, we don't have potatoes.
We do have meat. You just don't want to take the fact that we have chicken and assume it's meat. You just don't want to eat a lot of chicken. I get it. I love chicken.
Tomorrow,
Attempt number 3.
Until we go back to the store?
there's no meat in the store.
Listen, if people have stocked themselves completely full of fucking meat, then those people aren't going to be getting meat for at least a week, at least.
I don't want geese.
Listen, yes, I have met people. People can't be so stupid to spend $300 on fucking meat alone and then go back and get more meat. That makes no sense.
I'm gonna make spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah.
Bring it up. Love you.
Let me know. Let me know what the kids doing.
Huh?
Let me know what they're doing.
Okay, well, tomorrow I will go to the stores. I will do some shopping. Okay? Okay. No more lip. Don't worry about where I'm going. I'm going shopping. I'm gonna go find a fucking bazaar. Yes. I wasn't looking. It wasn't my money. Yes, there was. You didn't want what was there. You said, oh, that's not a lot, but it's too expensive. But you didn't know because you didn't even know how much was in there. Mine now? Friday, I got paid. Well, technically it's yours because I told you I'd give you the paycheck, but ours. So if it's going towards food, then it's okay. It was not 20 bucks. It was 13. And it was 3 pounds of meat. Which actually is right, I think it was like 12 and change, but that's right in the right alley because you realize you bought 4 pounds for like 12. So even if it was one less pound for the same price, well, it wasn't 12, it was more than 12, but half those times you realize you buy 4 pounds of meat for like $17, right? You buy those big ass trays that are almost 20. So if 3 pounds is like, let's say $13, it's really not that bad. There was none yesterday because you didn't want to look for it.
It's so hard to look for stuff on empty shelves.
Clearly.
Would you like to see your picture?
Yes, I would. No, because I saw what you did. You walked into the toilet paper aisle and you just took a picture of a couple of empty shelves. Well, why would people want to buy anything from the frozen section? Not the frozen, the like the vegetable section. These motherfuckers go in there and they touch everything. I wouldn't want to fucking buy any vegetables from those motherfuckers. Pandemics and people are sticking their hands on the carrots and shit. Fuck them. That doesn't look empty to me. Don't zoom in on the empty part.
Intel. Vital to enemy
That's not empty.
is here.
There's still shit there.
Stuff nobody eats.
Yeah, why? Because it says organic?
Alerting them is maybe easier.
Yeah, isn't that weird? The shit people don't want to eat during a pandemic is the shit that they say is healthy for you and they bitch at other people for not eating.
Before they escape.
So what you're telling me is I have no money because I spend money on good food.
To the extraction point.
Good eats. How it should be. Man eats good food. Wow. That is not empty. Look, there's a box there that looks like sausages off in the distance. Who's to say that box is empty? All you do is take a picture of it. Hey, hot dogs are meat, which we do, by the way, have. So did you check to make? Yeah, for hot dogs. But you know what? If I'm starving, I don't care. I'm not saying I'm starving. I'm just saying you can't say there's no meat in the store and then show me a picture of meat.
There he is.
Has come too far. Send word.
Okay, alright, maybe your judgment's not that off, but that's not the point. That's not the point. My only argument here is that I did not say
Did you kill him?
that there was none. No, he didn't kill him. Oh, get the fuck out of here, really? I mean, if you want them, you can get them, but they suck and they're not worth getting, in my opinion. You're gonna kill him? What is it? No.
Yeah.
No. It just moved the waypoint.
Yo.
You got a tear here.
OMG.
What did you say? You'll see. I'm gonna come back with meat tomorrow. Even if it takes me an hour. Alright, it's alright. By the way, if you guys are ready for the mission, and I don't ready up, just start the mission, I'll hear it.
Yeah. Of course.
I'm disappointed in you for even asking that question. How long have you been playing this? Disappointed in you. Kuva Lich has made you want to come back and never touch the phone.
You are capture mission. You must
Children
find,
these days.
capture, and extract
Also,
our target.
how do I skip these cinematics? They don't
Grineer
doesn't let me.
deteriorates over
It's
time.
really depressing.
That what makes them violent?
Everybody else gets to in a minute. What's them run off? I gotta sit here like an asshole.
Target located.
Ugh.
Bring them in.
So,
Complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
time to kill. Run, Woody, run!
My warframe is strong.
Damn, that killed them quick as
Soldier,
shit.
you have been nominated. Your glory awaits in her fortress.
He's over here. I'm not gonna kill him, but... Quartac. I don't know, actually. What does it look like? I've never used it myself, but I hear it's good. I would take it. Well, it only looks like lava because you're using ember. That's the fire.
Take it, take it, take it.
Right here.
Take it, yeah.
Yeah, take it, take it, take it. Yeah, yeah.
Which one you got?
Here, check this out. For example, right? I used ember.
We have the chosen subject.
Where is it?
They will become leech or die.
Oh, never mind. You can change the color of it. Never mind. I can't show you the original color. But the original color you get on the Kuval weapon when you first get it is the color of the element. But you could change that. It's not really too important. Like mine used to be green. It came out green, but it's red now because I decided the green looked ugly on this weapon. I can't even show it to you. It's very depressing. Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Do you want to use the TV? Okay.
Now you see he took over a planet. Now find your planet.
Alright, don't press anything on your planet, but
Yeah.
look for the planet that has red fog or mist or whatever around. No,
You don't have
get the
it.
gun until you finish the lich. Go into your navigation system.
And you'll notice something different.
Okay, so now, we're not going to do yours because there's no, you can do it on mine or altars.
Bro.
Oh shit, so is mine, now that I'm thinking about it. Hold up, I did attempt to kill mine, so I have it on extra planets, I think. I have it on Mars and Earth, okay. Alright, here's Earth. Alright, we'll do one of mine for now so that you get an idea of what's going on. If you were to do any of these missions without getting your lich, which you just did, you wouldn't get murmurs for doing them. It would just be, you'd be doing the mission, but you wouldn't get anything out of it. But now that you have a lich, every time you kill one of the marked enemies, during one of these specific missions, you will get what's called a murmur. And it will fill up a bar, and once it fills up a bar, it will give you what's called a requiem. It'll tell you what the requiem is, it won't give you one. Once you know what all three are, because you have to do it 3 times, you fill up the first one, and it's supposed to be like 30 kills, then the same for the second, and then it's supposed to be like 60 or something for the third one. So essentially it's like 120 enemies in total. But it's only 120 of these specifically marked enemies, and they only spawn so many of them in a match. So you have to do it. This is why it takes so long. You can play guessing games, but if you played guessing games and even if you didn't have the right requiems, you would just level up your shit for no reason, and it would become annoying. And then you'd be grinding at like annoying levels. It would just be a pain in the ass. So I'm going to show you for an example with this, right? Defense. These missions are not endless. You cannot do endless versions of defense, survival, stuff like that. Technically you could for the survival, but you wouldn't get anything after the first 5 minutes. No, it's fine. It's only okay. It was only a defense.
Wait. I'm inviting you.
Alright.
You said it's only a defense. No, I had pressed the wrong.
It's 5 waves, remember?
I know. Go ahead, but I pressed the wrong button.
If you press triangle and it pulls up an X, you know if you press triangle again, it clears it, and then you can press square.
No, when I press. Oh,
yeah.
I guess.
You press triangle and it puts the X, and then if you press it again, it allows it to be undone.
Okay, thanks.
It's just good to know. I'm coming. Give me a second. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright. So when you go into the missions, obviously I'm going to do it right now, but let's say it only works on missions on the planet that have the red mist, right? So, like on Earth, Eurasia right now, it's mobile defense. Alright, we'll just run that real quick. But when you click on it, it pops up and it says the name of your lich, and then it says controlled territory, and then it says what the mission is and who the mission is, like, against. It's always Grenier, because Grenier is lich territory, or vice versa, you know what I mean. But the regular mission and the lich version are usually the same exact type of mission, but it does change occasionally. So you just want to make sure you always click the lich one, the controlled territory, because if you click the regular one, you're not going to get anything out of it. And even though it's on Earth, the enemies are always going to be at my lich's level. So it's always going to be 50 to 60, even at the lowest. And then once you level it up, by messing up the process of what you're doing, it will become stronger and stronger, which I'll explain later. No. So the weapon comes out the same no matter what.
What he's saying is, look, basically you're gonna get as you just got that gun or whatever weapon. You had if you pressed options, you could have just looked at the lich. That's what he's talking about, that person. So if
We'll show
you
them after this.
so as we killing in this, and even in this one, you know, you're gonna see these red enemies. Those red enemies give us like if knowledge or something. You can say it like that. Once you complete all of the knowledge and it goes all the way to the end, it gives you like this stone. So you got to put those in the right order. Otherwise, you're
it tells
just
you what the stone is. You still have to go and get the stone itself.
Yeah, basically.
Make sure.
So then while you're doing this in this process of trying to put these things in the right order, he's getting stronger. So the more you get this shit wrong, like his was one time like up to like 100.
Proceed and prepare.
Level 100, 100 and something.
Yeah, the highest level when it's at level 5, the average enemy level is between 90 and 110. But you will find enemies occasionally at like level, like 120, 125. But those are, the max is, like the average max is between 90 and 110. But you don't have to worry about yours getting strong unless you put in an attempt to kill your lich. You cannot put in an attempt to kill your lich unless you actually get the requiems and then make sure it's your lich that is attacking. If you're doing it, like the reason I have you on Earth right now and not on Mars is because all of us have our lich territory on Mars. So what happens is, if I were to start a Mars mission, any of us could have the opportunity to fight our lich. But because I also have Earth, because I leveled mine up, that means that yours and Alter's lich will not spawn. Which is good, because that means that you don't have to take the chance at trying to fight him and prematurely level him up. But, alright, you see these over here, right? This red icon? Come up here and kill him. Come up here and press square.
See, they give
now,
you finishers.
All of these, at the end of the mission, alright, you can finish these missions by finishing the objective, but you will not release the mission from your lich territory until you've killed all the generals, or all the, they're called murmurs, but they're like generals. So once you kill all of them in a mission, and they no longer spawn, then when you finish the mission, you'll technically have, freed that node, which is good actually. But.
I just got a Kuba on it.
Also, you could have taken this one. You could have taken it and put it back to public. By the way, you always want to solo getting your weapon. But when you do missions like these, leave it on public because more enemies means
I did.
I know, I'm explaining to him. I'm explaining to him. I didn't know if he actually did or not, but I'm explaining to him, like, you always want to solo it because, as I told you before, but when it comes to after you've got your weapon, always do it with other people until you're ready to kill your specific lich. You can always do that with other people, but if you do that with other people, like, especially randos, like, if you start your mission on a public, anybody that's doing their lich on that node has the chance at actually, like, spawning theirs. So anybody in the mission that has a lich on that planet can have it spawn.
Get me in.
So if you're trying to bum rush yours and get straight to it, get it over with, then yeah, you just go solo, take care of it. If it spawns. But if it's, if you're in public and you're in a rush and you've got 4 people that are all their liches are there, you may get yours to spawn, you may not, but it becomes a pain in the ass if you're doing it with too many people. Yes, as you kill murmurs, if it's your planet, as you're killing murmurs, what it does is it's sort of like it draws him out the more you kill. It's not necessarily like that though, it's still kind of random, but it's like the more you kill, the higher chance you have of drawing it out. So if you kill, I think the most you can kill in one mission is like 20, and that's like under perfect circumstances. So it's very rare to even get 20. Sometimes you may even have as many as only like 2 or 3 in a mission. But, there was a mission where one time I killed 1 murmur, and after I killed that 1 murmur, then my lich spawned. So it's like, it's random. And also, you don't need to pick me up. I was just talking.
Yo, there's no...
No, what?
Way.
No, wait, what?
How fast?
Keep moving.
How fast I can fly.
But yeah, if you ever, the only way to collect your murmurs is by actually killing, pressing square on them once you kill them. They're essentially, they have a better dodge, like they dodge a little more often, and they like pretty much shoot to the side for like quick dodges. And they're slightly more powerful than regular ones. So it's like the stats are slightly upgraded and it can dodge better. That's pretty much it. But, you know, you still gotta kill them specifically. Like right now we've killed 4. Or 5 or something. Maybe even 6. But once they're all taken care of, like if you'll notice that there's something that appears on the top of your screen.
Shoot, Rick. Is it faster?
No. No, it's not faster. It is reloading a little quicker though. I think. Yeah, you should always designate at least one person if you have a full crew. That, like, if you're doing a defense or like a mobile defense like this, you should always designate one person to go and get the murmurs if they're far off. You know what I mean? Because there are times where, like, you'll be doing like, say a survival. Everyone will be in one area, and then or an exterminate, for example. The next one could spawn somewhere behind you or somewhere far off out of the direction or anywhere you need to go. So it's random, but sometimes they're a little out of the way. But of course, like exterminating, you don't really gotta worry about it because you're killing them. But missions where you're generally stationary, you're gonna want somebody to be the go-getter. But when you play with randos, you don't have to worry about that because everybody is only there for the murmurs. No, everyone pretty much is just trying to be the first guy to get it, just to make sure that it's got. Not that it makes a difference. But you see this thing on the top of your screen? Requiem Murmur? You see how the bar is white in sections, or in a section? When Ulter was talking about the knowledge, it's pretty much, when that bar fills up, it's like a loading bar. As you kill things, that bar slowly loads. And then what's going to happen is, once it's full, it'll tell you a Requiem. It'll give you the name of one. Every time it shows you one, that is one of the 3 that will be necessary to actually kill your Lich. You need 3 Requiems, and they have to be in the right order. By filling these 3 bars, it tells you what the 3 are, but you have to figure out the order on your own. So, you know, you're bound to level up your Liches, whether or not, because there's no surefire way to do it perfectly every time. But, you know, if you can prolong the leveling up process of your own Lich, then you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about making it difficult, like off-rip. Yes, if you have the Requiems in the wrong order, or you just have the wrong Requiem in general, it will stop right where you get it wrong. So let's say your first one's right, but you have 2 wrong ones, or 2 of them in the wrong order. It'll do your first one, and as long as you get it right, it will continue the process. If you get all 3 right in the correct order, you can kill the Lich, or you can convert it. But if you get any of them wrong, it will end it right there, it will leave the mission, and it will come back the next level stronger, up until 5. Any failure on your part in the assassination attempt levels it up. And it levels up not just the Lich, but it levels up every enemy that you fight in every one of your Lich missions. That's why, like, the best thing to do is get all your murmurs when somebody else is the host. Because if somebody else is the host, there's a chance that they're not hosting it on your planet. You know what I mean?
So yours won't level up.
Exactly. And if they host it and they are on your planet, if yours is already leveled up and theirs isn't, you will not have to worry about fighting level 110 enemies because you fucked up a bunch of times. You know what I mean? Alright, press, while we're waiting here, press, go into the region chat, or recruiting chat. If you sit there for 30 seconds, you'll see hosting Murmur Farm over and over and over again, because everybody wants to kill their lich. But a lot of people can't handle the liches on their own, so it's the perfect chance for you to go in and get all your murmurs. Now, I'm not saying do it right now, because obviously I got you, but in the event that you're on by yourself and you're like, yo, let me just get this taken care of, you can always go into recruiting chat and just join some punk that needs help. You get murmurs. What? All right. You can.
You don't know what
murmurs
try is right now.
Lich. No, those things we were killing with the red marks above them, those are murmurs. You have to kill them to unlock the knowledge of a requiem, so that you know which.
No, and what is he talking about? Press options and go, and you'll see the little symbol down there. It's next to the woman's face. Click X on there, and you'll see your lynch.
You're right. It's next to your Nightwave missions.
You see it?
You're right. I should have explained this with this up.
Now you see, look at the bottom, the requiems. See how as we were doing that, there's a bar that's filling up. That is gonna turn into a fucking like gym. Yeah.
No, it's different for all of us, but
no.
Everybody gets one murmur towards theirs.
That's what we're saying. So when we're killing them and we're getting them, if you see it pops up on top of your screen that we got one, is because everybody is for everybody. But
think of it like a point, right?
So as you can see, he can get annoyed. Okay. The more annoyed this motherfucker get, the harder he gonna get. Sorry. Go ahead.
Alright, where it says known requiems, you have 3, and you see how they keep switching places? It's switching places because it doesn't want people to think that's the exact order that they're in, because it will not tell you the order. But think of it like a point, right? Every time you kill a murmur, you get 1 point towards your loading bar. Everybody can be at a different place in their own loading bars, but anytime there's 1 murmur killed, everyone gets 1 point towards it, right? So, once yours fills up, there will be a symbol, and it will tell you a word, such as fast, or ris, or netra, or some shit like that. Once you see that, you will know that you need to put that specific requiem into your Parazon. It doesn't matter what order until you actually try to kill your lich, but it'll tell you, it slowly tells you exactly what you need, and then you have to figure out in what order from there. That's why you want to be in other people's, because if you're in yours and you attempt to kill your lich without having any idea what you're doing, all you're going to do is make it stronger and get nowhere in the process. And if you're like me, where you really don't care, or like Alter, when he gets himself all set up for the actual fight, if you don't care and you attempt to kill your lich, if you're wrong, it gives you 10 murmurs off rip. Which sounds good, but if you, again, don't know what you're doing, it's a bitch. Because all you're doing is making shit stronger, which makes these missions longer, because randos, especially when they join, have no idea how the hell to fight things that are stronger than them. So it's like taking the safe road, essentially. If you do yours, you risk making it harder for the long run. If you do other people's, then you just run through them, and then when you're ready to do yours, you only level it up as you fuck up. But it slowly actually brings you closer to the end goal. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you get what I'm saying, Alter, right? Like, I'm making sense, right? I'm not saying anything weird. Once he sees his first murmur open up, like his first requiem, he'll understand. Like, he'll get exactly what we're talking about. It's gonna take a minute. So, alright. Hey, just come to the center. Let them run in. Oh, Techno Blitzo. Damn, a fucking rando got him. It's...
There's the flicker.
What is the flicker for? It doesn't always spawn in a lich after it. Do you think that's for something else?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, here we go. This guy's getting attacked by something.
I am.
Oh.
They're 84.
Parasitic Exodus, which means it's, let me guess. This one is Steel Meridian. No, not Steel Meridian. This is Orbital Detection.
Red Val attacking me.
Damn. Red Veil. Alright. I guess. I was wrong. I know, I don't know why I said, who did I say first? Steel Meridian. I don't know why I said Steel Meridian. Because they fucking, all they do is send those little roly-polies after me. They're strong little bastards, but, you know, only when they hit you. They spawn on you, and then it's like pinball. But yeah, as you notice, like, we're doing a defense, right? And it says 3 waves left. You only have to do 5 waves.
Woody, where are you at? Come right here.
Yo, after this, though, I'm gonna have to make a run to the dojo, if that's cool with you. I mean, I don't know if you want to run him and do a mission while I take care of the dojo, but... I'm gonna have to destroy the Storm Barracks troop, and I should be able to reduce our clan tier now, since the other one should be dead, or destroyed. Where is it at? Is it coming? No, it's running away. What is this guy doing? You're gonna chase it. Don't miss. Wasting time, guys. Wasting time.
What the hell is on me?
I'm 3/4 done, by the way, with my last one. So I'm gonna be putting in these attempts to kill my lich. So it's probably gonna be a little harder from here though, once he spawns. Did you find out what was on you?
Yeah, money.
Money?
I jumped out of my thing.
Yo, I'm starting to think maybe every weekend I'll get on for like an hour, just so I can do the war missions. Not war, but what the fuck are those? The crossfire missions? That's what it's called. What you're gonna do is 3 basic missions for those rewards, and then in like a couple days they give you. That's always nice. Damn it, Alter, you saw me walking out there.
No, I can't press none of them.
I know, that happens. I don't know why, but that happens every once in a while. I think it's the person whose lich it is supposed to be doing it. I'm not entirely sure. Because all of yesterday, every time I helped you guys, like I was in your missions, it wasn't letting me touch them for shit. I couldn't assassinate anybody in like 3/4 of the missions. Oh yeah, another thing. When you start doing your missions for your lich, make sure you know what the weakness of your lich is and apply that to your weapon, because they have resistances and weaknesses, and resistances will do barely any damage at all, and on level 5, even what they're weak against doesn't deal as much damage. But if you, like, on level 5, if you, let's say they're weak against viral, if you're shooting them with viral procs will do nothing to them. Like 0 damage, it's savage. Also, his minions are weak against them too, so like these murmurs, mine are weak against viral. So, like, I have viral proc on my Cooper Comb. That screen you were on before, where it showed your lich, it showed the weapon it was holding. It says weak. Yeah. Exactly. Also, just out of curiosity, does your lich have anything around it, like electricity or like little poison bubbles or leaves or anything? Nice. That's an ephemera. Well, that's probably, just its armor, but the bubbles that are around it, it's called an ephemera. It's like, you ever see anybody walking around with their warframe in like a server, and then you see like electricity boiling around them or something? Oh, if you get it off of a lich, it's already made. Like, once you kill the lich, you get it. Like, I have one that's, actually, no, I never got one from a lich, I lied. There was a point where there was one available for one credit in the store, and it was like little leaves or something. So when I walked around, you'd see like leaves falling and appearing off of my warframe. If you find one, you gotta look for it in your foundry, but like I